few picks left in the first round, including the Pistons at number 25 and back up to David Stern.
With the 25th pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Carlos Delfino of Argentina.
We were talking earlier about teams that have international scouting staffs that are strong, and Tony Ronzoni, the assistant coach of the scout for the Detroit Pistons, is probably right up there. He would grade out as one of the best, if not the best, international scout. Here's an Argentine, Delfino, taken by Detroit.
He's a good athlete with a very good feel for the game. He's been hurt a little bit, and that limited his development this past year, but he's got good shooting for him, and he shoots a good ball. He's really competitive, and he attacks off the dribble and in transition. I think he's got to get stronger. He's got to learn how to guard people, and he's got to improve that shot. But Carlos Delfino, I think, a pretty darn good pick here at number 25 for Detroit, who's not afraid at all, as you mentioned, of taking a foreign player and developing that player.
Delfino is from Argentina. An Argentine guard, Pepe Sanchez, who you might remember from Temple, was on the Detroit roster and barely played at all this season. But there is a contact there, and now Delfino joins this roster. Let's bring in Andy Katz, who followed all the international players. Andy?
Well, he joins the roster for now, although it'll be unlikely that he'll be on the Pistons roster next season. His buyout is for $1 million next season. His agent's saying it goes up to 800, or it goes down to $800,000 the next season, and then down to $350,000. An NBA team is only allowed to pay $350,000 toward that buyout, so they may keep him overseas for at least 1 to 2 more seasons.
And Greg Anthony, this would be exactly what we see with good teams, especially a playoff team, already adding one international player and doing it here in round 1 late.
Well, definitely. Remember, this is a team, the Detroit Pistons, won 50 games last year. They've already got the impact player in Darko Milicic. And also, this is a guy that they can develop. They don't have a lot of need for him right now. But 2 years down the line, this guy could come in, great athleticism, the ability to score. He reminds me a little bit of Manu Ginobili, because I think he's going to be a real gritty defender as well, and add also with that offensive repertoire.
Something we haven't been able to say in a couple of years in the first round. The Minnesota Timberwolves are on the clock. The Joe Smith issue, they lost 2 first-round picks in the last 2 years. We'll lose it the next couple of years, but have one here not to really knock the franchise all the way down. We'll talk about the T-Wolves after their pick, but the team that they played in the opening round of the playoffs, the LA Lakers,